2005 SE Toyota Camry. Miles. So why wouldn't we got good car though. Got it from an older family, and they were pretty cool about keeping it up. And this one has had it for 3 years now, and my son has 210,000 miles on it. In 3 years, he's putting up possibly what, maybe a little over 3,200 a year. But he doesn't drive it very much. We still like to do an oil change at least once a year. Things we're going to need is going to be, of course, a water bottle. You can get thirsty. You're also going to need some motor oil. We have full synthetic. We like full synthetic because synthetic blend is a lot thinner. Regular oil seems like it doesn't stick to the motor, but the full synthetic, it sticks to the motor really well. So you may want to research that. We got an STP filter. We got a funnel. We also have a clamp to remove the oil filter. Got a ratchet. You're going to need a 14 millimeter socket. And I do like to use gloves. I didn't like to use them before, but I do like them to use them now. It kind of keeps oil away from the nails, fingers. But now I think it's important to use gloves just for the chemicals getting into your skin. You got a drip pan, a towel, and of course a creeper. You always want to go underneath. A good rule of thumb before you start working on your car: if you have a smartwatch, take it off. Wedding ring. I've lost 6 wedding rings. This is my 7th. Changing oil, working on maintenance on the house or wherever. It's a good idea to take it off. And of course, if you have your phone, smartphone, you probably want to take that off. I like to listen to music, but I got to take it off too because I don't want to break it on when I'm on the creeper. So make sure you set your parking brake all the way up. Good rule of thumb is to put a brick, piece of wood, rock, something to support the back tire so it doesn't roll back. A couple of other things we got is a jack stand. Always good to use those. You don't want to just rely on your jack. The jack stand is important so that you don't get crushed. Safety first, people. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to loosen up your cap just to make sure there's airflow. And you want to lift up your dipstick because that airflow will also push the oil down once you start to drain it. Okay, now we have the jack and jack stand up. Ready to start. You want to have safety glasses on, but I have sunglasses because it's pretty bright out here today. Nothing wrong with that. We're using a 14. All right, you're going to get your 14. This car has over 200,000 miles on it, and it is running great. Really appreciate the Toyotas. They do a good job. So lefty loosey. Okay. Now we're just going to let it drain. Owner's manual says 4 quarts. There we go. I let the car run about close to probably about 30 minutes, including a car wash. It's nicer when the oil is warm. Okay, it looks like I had to use, these were too big for the filter. I couldn't take it off, too large, wouldn't clasp, wouldn't grab. So went to AutoZone and picked me up a swivel oil filter wrench. This one here set me back about $11, $12, including tax. Okay, rule of thumb. Taking off the new, wrapping off the filter. Kind of tough with gloves on, that's for sure. All right. Get the old one out here. But of course, my shop teacher always told us lubricate the seal and install it back in. On there, nice and snug. It was hand tight and just a little pressure with the tool. Specs call it just a hand tight, but I don't know. A little tighter, just to be safe. I'll wipe off the oil pan. Drain plug goes here. Put that back on. Tighten it up. Get your 14 millimeter. You want to tighten it up, but not too crazy. Just enough to give it snug, or you know it's tight, and it's not going to fall out. All right. Now for the home stretch. 4 quarts oil, SCP, like we talked about, full synthetic. 6 of the motor batter. We're only going to put 4 quarts. That's what the manufacturers says we should do, so I'm putting 4. Cap it on. Make sure it's nice and snug. Last, we're going to check with a nice towel. Wipe it off there. We want it to be on the F or a little bit above. If it's a little bit above, that's okay, because it's going to distribute it throughout the motor. Shiny part to the full, looking good.